Good day, everyone. I am Desiree Palconet. Let me introduce what I had learned in my previous lesson, the philosophical perspective of understanding the self. Philo and Sophia is the Greek word of philosophy. Philo means love, and Sophia means wisdom. Philosophy is all about finding answer to serious questions about ourselves and the world we live in. It is also called the mother of all disciplines. Socrates is the first philosopher who believed every man is dualistic, composed of a body and a soul. Socrates is a Greek philosopher who believed that philosophy had a very important role to play in our lives. Plato is the student of Socrates who also believed that the self is synonymous with soul. In his theory, he believes that there is a dichotomy between the real world and the world of material. He believes that the world where we exist right now is not the real world, but rather, this is just a replica of the real world. Saint Augustine is an African philosopher regarded as a saint in the Catholic Church. He described that humankind is created in the image and likeness of God. As a religious philosopher, he contemplated on the nature of man with an emphasis on the soul as an important element of man. René Descartes is a French philosopher known as the father of modern philosophy. He brought an entirely new perspective to philosophy and self. For him, the act of thinking about the self, of being self-conscious, is in itself proof that there is a self. John Locke believed that the human mind at birth is tabula rasa or blank state. For him, the self or personal identity is constructed primarily from sense experience, specifically what people see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. Immanuel Kant is a German philosopher. For him, the self is the product or reason, a regulative principle, because the self regulates experience by making unified experiences possible. It is the self that makes experiencing an understandable world possible, because it is the self that is actively organizing all our thoughts and perceptions. Gilbert Ryle is a British philosopher who believed that the self is best understood as a pattern of behavior. The tendency for a person to behave in a certain way in a certain circumstances. He considered the mind and body intrinsically linked in complex and intimate ways. He is convinced that mind expresses the entire system of thoughts, emotions, and actions that make up the human selves.